Good morning, dear students. Today topic is standing waves and normal modes. Here I am taking a string. Both ends are fixed to a rigid support. If we plucked it, what will be happen? A wave is generated. For example, that wave is going to right side. At this end, the wave get reflected. So this reflected wave travels or move to left side. This wave at this end get reflect. So here these two traveling waves have same frequency, same amplitude, but moving in opposite direction. That is, this wave is moving in this direction and this wave is moving in this direction. So both are in moving opposite direction, overlap each other. This will go on until there is a steady wave pattern set up on the string. Such wave pattern are called standing waves or stationary waves. Two traveling waves of same frequency same amplitude moving in opposite direction overlap each other and produces a stationary wave. Let us consider two traveling waves having same frequency same amplitude but moving in opposite directions are represented as here y1 is equal a sin kx minus omega t. y2 is equal a sin kx plus omega t. let us take this is first equation, this is second equation. Here these two waves having same frequency, that is here it is omega, here it is also omega. So these two traveling waves have same frequency, same amplitude, but these two traveling waves move opposite direction. That is, here it is minus. Minus means what? This wave move positive x-axis, but here it is a plus. So that is, this wave move along negative x-axis. Here I am taking the initial phase pi is 0 for both waves. According to the principle of superposition, the resultant displacement is y is equal y1 plus y2. So that is y is equal, here y1 is what? A sin kx minus omega t. Plus y2 is what? A sin kx plus omega t. Take a common, that is a into sin kx minus omega t plus sin kx plus omega t. Here we have a trigonometric formula, that is sin c plus d plus sin c minus d is equal 2 sin c cos d. Here sin c plus d, this is sin c plus d plus sin c minus d. Here c is what? C is kx and d is omega t. So that is sin c plus d plus sin c minus d is equal to what? 2 sin c into cos d. So by using this formula, so here we can write y is equal a into here 2 sin, here c is what? Kx into cos d, that is cos omega t. So finally we can write, therefore y is equal 2a sin kx into cos omega t. So this is known as the displacement of a stationary wave. The displacement of a stationary wave is y is equal 2a sin kx into cos omega t. So here 2a sin kx is known as the amplitude of the stationary wave. So that is, the amplitude of the stationary wave is a is equal here 2a sin kx. Here amplitude is not a constant because it is a function of sine. We know sine varies +1 to -1. So here amplitude varies. So if sin kx value is +1, then it have maximum amplitude, that is +2a to -2a. So here amplitude is not a constant, it is a function of sine. So the amplitude of stationary wave is A is equal to A sin kx. We know the displacement of the standing wave is y is equal to A sin kx into cos omega t. Here 2A sin kx is the amplitude of the standing wave. That is A is equal to A sin kx. Let us take a string that is oscillating with one loop. Here it is a fixed point, here also it is a fixed point. So this string is oscillating with one loop. Take another string that is oscillating with two loops. So this string is oscillating with two loops. So here it is first loop, this is second loop. So here the position of zero displacement are called nodes. So here it have zero displacement. So the position of zero displacement is known as nodes. So here also it have zero displacement. So this is node. If this string is oscillating with two loops, so here where is it have zero displacement? So here it have zero displacement, and here also it have zero displacement. Here also it have zero displacement. So the position of zero displacement are called as nodes. So here it is a node, here also it is a node, here it is a node. If string is oscillating with one loop, so it have two nodes. If string is oscillating with two loops, so it have three nodes. The position of maximum displacement are known as antinodes. When a string is oscillating with one loop, where it have maximum displacement, here it have maximum displacement. So the position of maximum displacement are known as antinodes. So here it have antinode. When a string oscillate two loops, so where it have maximum displacement, so here it have maximum displacement and here it have maximum displacement. So the position of maximum displacement is known as antinodes. So when a string oscillating with one loop, it have two nodes, one antinode. When a string oscillate with two loops, it have three nodes and two antinodes. We know the distance traveled by a wave in a complete cycle is known as wavelength lambda. That is, the distance traveled by a wave in a complete cycle is known as wavelength lambda. So the distance here to here is known as wavelength lambda. If we compare to this, here it is a node, here it is antinode, here it is node, here it is antinode, here it is node. So here the distance between two successive nodes, so here to here is how much? Here to here it is lambda, here to here it is lambda by 2. So that is the distance between two successive nodes or antinodes is lambda by 2. The distance between two successive node and antinode is how much? That is lambda by 4. So here to here it is lambda, here to here it is lambda by 2, here to here it is lambda by 4. So the distance between two successive node and antinode is lambda by 4. Position of nodes. The position of zero displacement are called nodes. Where amplitude becomes 0. That is A is equal to 0. Therefore, the condition for node is obtained when sin kx is equal to 0. We know the displacement of a standing wave y is equal to 2a sin kx into cos omega t. Here 2a sin kx is amplitude of the standing wave. So here what is the nodes? The position of zero displacement are called nodes. So here at node the amplitude becomes 0. So here if here it is 0, so the displacement becomes 0. So the condition for nodes is what? Sin kx is equal to 0. The condition for nodes is sin kx is equal to 0. Here for which kx values sin kx becomes 0? That is, if kx is equal to 0, sin 0, 0. If kx is equal to pi, sin pi is 0. If kx is equal to 2 pi, sin 2 pi is 0. That is, for kx is equal to n pi, sin kx becomes 0. Here n is 0, 1, 2, dash dash dash. So we know k is equal to 2 pi by lambda. Here k is equal to 2 pi by lambda into x is equal to n pi. So here pi cancel. So from this we can write, therefore x is equal to n lambda by 2. Where n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, dash dash dash. If n is equal to 0, what is the x value? So x is equal to 0. If n is equal to 1, lambda by 2. If n is equal to 2, lambda. If n is equal to 3, 3 lambda by 2, 2 lambda, dash 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 dash. Position of antinodes. The position of maximum displacement are known as antinodes. where the amplitude is maximum, that is A is equal to A. The condition for antinode is obtained when mod sin kx is equal 1. So that is for which kx values sin kx becomes 1, that is here kx is equal, for kx is equal 2n minus 1 pi by 2, sin kx becomes 1, where n is equal 1, 2, 3 dash dash. If you substitute n is equal 1, so here 2 into 1, 2, 2 minus 1, 1, that is pi by 2. If kx is equal pi by 2, so here sin pi by 2 is equal 1. So for kx is equal 2n minus 1 into pi by 2, sin kx becomes 1. We know k is equal 2 pi by lambda into x is equal 2n minus 1 into pi by 2. So here pi cancel. From this x is equal, we can write 2n minus 1 into lambda, take right side, that is lambda by here 2 to the 4. So therefore here x is equal 2n minus 1 lambda by 4, where n is equal 1, 2, 3 dash 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 dash. The distance between two successive nodes or antinodes is lambda by 2. The distance between two successive node and antinode is lambda by 4. Next topic is stationary waves in a stretched string. Let us consider a string of length L and linear mass density mu. Which is under tension T and which is fixed between two rigid supports. Which is fixed between two rigid supports. So here I am taking a string. The length of the string is, here it is L, and linear mass density, here it is mu. So mu is nothing but mass per unit area, that is m by L. So the string is fixed between two rigid supports. Here a stationary wave is produced due to the superposition of waves. Since the string is fixed, nodes are obtained at its end. If the string is plucked at the middle, that is at lambda by 2 distance, it vibrates with a single loop. That is, so here it is a rigid support, here it is a string. If the string is plucked at middle, so here if we plucked it here, that is at lambda by 2 distance, it vibrates a single loop. So that is, here it is a single loop. So here string vibrate a single loop. So here the distance, the length of the string is L. So here it is a node, here it is also node. The distance between two successive nodes is lambda by 2. That is, from figure we can write here L is equal the distance between two successive nodes, that is here to here, it is lambda by 2. So here lambda is equal, we can write 2L. We know frequency mu is equal V by lambda, that is here V by lambda is equal 2L. So therefore nu1 is equal 1 by 2L into, here V is what? Velocity of wave. So we know velocity of wave in stretched string is square root of T by mu. So therefore nu1 is equal 1 by 2L into square root of T by nu. This is known as fundamental frequency or first harmonic frequency. That is, the lowest possible natural frequency of a system is called its fundamental mode or the first harmonic. The lowest possible natural frequency of a system is called its fundamental mode or the first harmonic. If the string is plucked at a distance L by 4 from its end, it vibrates with 2 loops. Here, if the string is oscillate with 2 loops, it have 3 nodes. So here it is node, here also it is node, and 2 antinodes. Here the distance between 2 successive nodes is lambda by 2. So here to here it is lambda by 2. So total distance is lambda. So here the length of the string is equal to lambda. So from figure we can write length of the string L is equal to lambda. We know that frequency nu is equal to V by lambda. So here lambda is equal to how much? That is L. So when the string is oscillating with 2 loops, here lambda is equal to L. So that is called, we can write V by, here lambda is equal to L. Therefore, nu is equal to 1 by L into V. Here V is what? Velocity of wave in a string. So we know V is equal to square root of T by nu. Here I am multiplying and dividing with 2. So therefore frequency nu2 is equal to 2 by 2L into square root of T by mu. This is known as second harmonic frequency. In third mode of vibration, the string vibrates with 3 loops. Here the string is vibrate with 3 loops. When the string vibrates with 3 loops, it have 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes and 3 antinodes. Here it is node, here also node, here it is node, here also it is node. So this is antinode, here it is antinode, here it is antinode. So when string is vibrate with 3 loops, it have 4 nodes and 3 antinodes. So the frequency is, how we can write, nu3 is equal 3 by 2L into square root of T by mu. This is known as third harmonic frequency. Similarly, in nth mode of vibration, we can write frequency mu n is equal n by 2L into square root of T by mu. Next topic is stationary waves in an open pipe. Here I am taking a open pipe, that is a argon pipe. Here both ends are open. When a longitudinal wave sent into an open pipe, it is reflected from other end. So here incident wave and reflected wave overlap each other and produces a stationary waves. In an open pipe, antinodes is obtained at both ends. Let us see. In the first mode of vibration, two half loops. So it is a one half loop. Here it is one half loop. Two half loop and two antinodes and one node is formed. So here the length of the argon pipe is L. So in the first mode of vibration, two half loops, two antinodes and one node is formed. From figure, so here we can write. So here to here it is lambda by 4 and here to here it is lambda by 4. That is here to here lambda by 2. So the length of the argon pipe L is good, we can write lambda by 2. So here from this we can write lambda is equal to L. So frequency, we know frequency nu is equal what? V by lambda. So that is equal V by, here lambda is equal to how much? That is 2L. So therefore nu 1 is equal to what? V by 2L. Here this is known as fundamental frequency or first harmonic frequency. First harmonic frequency. So here fundamental frequency or first harmonic frequency is what? Nu1 is equal to V by 2L. In the second mode of vibration, 3 antinodes and 2 nodes are formed. Here the distance between antinode to node is lambda by 4. Here node to antinode is lambda by 4. That is here to here it is lambda by 2. Here to here it is lambda by 2. So total here to here it is lambda by 2 plus lambda by 2. That is lambda. So in the second mode of vibration, three antinodes and 2 nodes are formed. From figure, we can write L is equal, so here to here it is lambda by 2, here to here it is lambda by 2. Lambda by 2 plus lambda by 2 is lambda. So we know frequency nu is equal V by lambda. That is here V by here lambda is equal to how much? That is L. So therefore frequency nu2 is equal. So here I am multiplying and dividing with 2. So that is we can write 2 into V by 2L. This is known as second harmonic frequency. In third mode of vibration, 4 antinodes and 3 nodes are formed. Here from figure, so here length of the organ pipe L is equal, how we can write? So here to here it is lambda and here to here it is lambda by 2. That is lambda plus lambda by 2. That is 3 lambda by 2. So from this we can write lambda is equal 2L by 3. We know frequency nu is equal velocity by wavelength V by lambda. That is equal here V by here lambda is equal to how much? 2L by 3. So from this frequency therefore nu3 is equal, how we can write? So here it is 3 into V by 2L. This is known as third harmonic frequency. Similarly, for nth mode of vibration, so we can write nu n is equal. Therefore, nu n is equal n into V by 2L.